Hey everybody, Aaron here, making another safety video around safety culture and EHS. In this video today, what I want to do is talk about the value of a very expensive, highly tenured, highly educated safety director. You know, I see some comments around online on Reddit and other places, even on LinkedIn, where there are safety professionals who may not have a CSP or some other type of certification or designation, because they don't have a four-year degree or whatever the case may be. I happen to be one of those who does not have a four-year degree. I have a two-year degree. I never really needed one. I've done well without that. But I see a lot of highly educated, highly tenured safety professionals sort of being beat up online by those more layman type of safety professionals like myself. And I think there was a time when I used to view things a little bit that way. Maybe sometimes a little bit too much weight is given to people with those credentials and so on. But in recent years I've had an opportunity to meet some safety professionals who are very academic. They have the education and they have decades of experience, 20, 30 years experience. And to be honest with you, you really can't put a price on that. Some of the things that I've learned from people who have a lot of experience and who have that kind of education are things that are so powerful that it can take something that would normally take 3 to 5 years to accomplish, and they can do it in 6 months, literally. So anyway, I just wanted to make this video to take the time to just state that a lot of times those very expensive, very costly safety directors are worth their weight in gold. And especially since recently I've seen some of these comments, people, really not, giving them credit where credit is due. And having personally learned from some high-level people like that and been able to take what they taught me and take it to my next place and use that and see a huge, massive outcome as a result of what I learned from them. I just think someone ought to just credit those people. So if you're out there and you have all that, and you sense that not everybody, thinks you deserve the respect that you get, I'm one of those guys that, I think that education and that experience does matter. And, it's not for everyone. A lot of safety professionals out there are more about hands-on and doing things differently. I happen to be one of those people, but there's also another side, and I think we can all work together and learn from one another. So if you're out there and you have a business and you're thinking about hiring someone and you've got more than 4 or 5 sites, a very expensive high-level safety director is not a bad idea. Don't let anyone fool you. You're not going to get that kind of expertise for half the price by hiring a bunch of mid-level people. It just isn't going to happen. These very expensive safety directors are worth their weight in gold. So if you're on the fence about that, come find me on my website, send me a message, give me a call, we can discuss it, and I can tell you more about why I believe that you ought to pay top dollar for your safety professionals. You'll get a return on that investment. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.